Caleb is only completing 61.4% of his passes. That ranks 29th in the league right now for quarterbacks. He has the most off-target throws in the league with 58. He's the third most sacked quarterback in the league. He's been sacked 29 times, and that's not to even factor in the consistent pressure that doesn't end up in a sack. So you got to ask yourself, yes, we want to win all these games, but in the process, we also need to get our quarterback back on track because one will lead to the other. If you get your young quarterback back on track, the wins will come. And I really think that they've got to focus this week on doing whatever is necessary to get him comfortable and get him back on track. And if you think I'm putting too much emphasis on one player, you're damn right. This is the quarterback, and he is your first overall selection. And that may not sit well with a veteran wide receiver or an offensive, whoever it is. You got to find a way to everybody feel good with one another. I'm not suggesting that they're arguing or they're fighting. This is reality, though. You've invested so much of your franchise and the immediacy of what you are going to be destined to be as a franchise in this young man. You better come up with a plan that simplifies things. I feel today like I felt after the Colts game. Like, what he needs is he needs everything to slow down. And that's the job of the offensive coordinator and the quarterback to say, hey, listen, let's bring this down. Let's simplify some stuff. We're going to ask you to do simple things better, as Joe Madden would say. We're going to try to secure the pocket a little bit better. We got some injuries up front. If we have to max protect, we're going to max protect. We're going to get creative with how we're going to protect you. We're going to stay balanced. We're going to run the football. Even if we're not at gaining 4.5 or 5 yards per carry, we're going to stick with running the football. We're going to ask you to be better with your fundamentals. Work on your fundamentals, because when you become inaccurate, it's in large part because your footwork is off.
Yeah, which was weird because Eberflus didn't say that. Right. Eberflus just said he's not in rhythm.
No, and if you watch, and remember the deep ball that we all thought, if he just would have hit Roman Stride, that's a touchdown. His footwork got a little bit out of whack because he was being, the left tackle, Braxton Jones, was Larry Borum, getting driven into him. But you got to set your base and you got to let it fly. When he becomes inaccurate, it's really obvious. He plays frantic, and his feet are everywhere. So you've got to find a way to convince him, hey, look, let's take what the defense has given us. Let's make our layups. And once we start making our layups and we get a little bit of a lather worked up and we feel good about stuff, then we'll push it down the field. Yeah. So to me, this is job one. Job one is getting this kid back on track and in a rhythm where, look, I'm fine if he's not going to play like he played against the Jags every week. But you can't play consistently the way you did against the Cardinals, in my opinion.